All right, we're back. We're rigging. That's what we're doing. Bam, 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 boom, 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 doo, doo, doo. Everybody dance now. Okay. Sorry, get distracted. That looks good. So what I need to make sure of with my rigging um, is that the twist bones, it's really easy to let them overlap on influence, but I need to push the influence down and up respectively. But they should not have as much overlap because sometimes they'll like towards the edge of the limb, like the top of the lower leg or the bottom of the lower leg, the twist bone's influence overlaps too much. And that led to some weirdness on my last Avi. Just so you know. So you know. Cool. Knee looks really bending really well. Yeah, I think that's fine. But looks like it's bending well. Will collapse after a certain amount of movement, but that's how it do. Tis how it do. A little too much influence on the tummy. Right, and then of course, lessening the overlap between the twist bones. Nice. Good movement. You get that feeling where it's like one of your eyebrow hairs is like definitely got a little itty bitty pimple. For some reason, those ones hurt more than other pimples. Anyway, not what you guys are here to listen about. Perfect. All right. That looks pretty good. Good morning, Jay. For me, it's the afternoon, but I'll take it. Ooh. Open my eyes. 8 p.m. here. That was late. That's bedtime. Oh, maybe not bedtime. Getting close. It's going well. It's going well. We're working on our boy Vadio here. We're making solid progress, so getting relatively close to finished. Right now, we're working on the rigging. And then we'll get back to texturing for a little. The speed you create avatars is insane. Well, thanks. We're trying to push pretty hard on this one this week. Got some stuff to catch up. So I'm trying to put the pedal to the metal. But thank you. Mm. Not what I'm hoping to see. This kind of chunkiness right here. It makes me a little sad. But the fingers actually bend pretty well. I'll just leave them like that. All right. That's probably the fastest handwriting. Do I also do high poly models? I do a high poly model for each of my avatars. Um, so for baking and stuff, if you're familiar with baking textures, that's my usual process is to make a sculpture first and then create the low poly. So I don't have them in here, but if you look at him here, you can see that the detail on him is more, oh, well, it's not better than what he actually has topology for. So better for Substance Painter. Only time I use it. Yes. Substance Painter is awesome when it comes to baking. Just saw some other app being advertised for textures and stuff. This is what I prefer. This is my jam. Excuse me. That'll work. We'll have to fix the horn, but well, thank you. Let's sort by name. Go to head, lock, and then delete all unlock groups. And tab A assign. That way the horn will not bend at all. And then we're going to focus on the mouth here by selecting the upper mouth and select the bottom one. Turn on paint mask and remove influence, but we do have to turn on triangulation. Bam, 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 bam. Then we invert, go the other direction. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Boom. Now the mouth should open nicely. Teeth are still going through there. Hello, Wario Maddie. Welcome. Your sound is very low. I am talking pretty quietly. Should be decent on mine. Bow, 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 bow. All right, tongue seems to be working pretty good. Teeth are probably a little wide, so we'll select them twofers. Turn off rig influence. Kind of shrink them. That. And like that. There we go. Do I know Maya? I do not know Maya. I've never met her. No, I've never used I used it for one semester in college. That was about 11 years ago now. Personally, I prefer Blender. Not that I have anything against Maya. I just never ended up using it. Blender's kind of where my heart is at. But clearly, a lot of people make amazing things in Maya as well. Character modeling in Maya. Nice. That's awesome. Do you do any VRChat, Steph? That's kind of my main thing here. Everybody dance now. We can move the teeth forward even more. Perfect. All right, that was pretty fast actually. It takes me a little bit longer. Any reason why you don't use auto smooth function for weight painting? So I have used Auto Rig Pro does have like an auto rigging feature, and then I'm just kind of cleaning it up. That's what I'm doing right now. So I did kind of use an auto feature, but I know what I'm looking for when it comes to getting some of this set up. Like I want certain things to be set up a certain way. Correct. It uses one that's slightly different from the auto painting. It's called a voxelized weight painting. I don't really know the difference or what that means, but it seems to work pretty well. Holy goat. Do you know all like modeling, rigging, and animation? I do for Blender, yes. I actually have a little YouTube or Blender tutorial on doing what I'm doing now on my YouTube channel. Should be under rigging VRChat, something like that. Rigging VRChat characters. And so if you're looking for kind of a breakdown on how to do this aspect, it's pretty good. At least give you a good understanding of good starting point. Hey, no problem at all. Yeah, normally I don't. Should be about 8 videos in. Pretty sure. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, most work for my characters and stuff. I um I make VRChat avatars. That's my main jam. Just trying to get the overlap minimized on our tubes and their gums. Okay, I think that's pretty solid. Probably move the tongue up a little as well. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's do the eyes and eyebrows, and then we'll move on to uh, other bones. This is always the hardest part, though, the eyes, because it does stuff like that. Fabio! Hey there, Silent. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Making eyes this big blink is always a challenge. Always a challenge. Getting rid of the eyebrow influence because it's always way too much. In fact, I'm not going to have the eyebrows have influence on the main body. And we'll just do a separate eyebrow object. Hello! Hello, Xylic. Hope you're having a fantastic one. What's today? Tuesday? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. It's going quick. Okay, that's a much better blend. Still probably too far, but we can work with it. Can work with it. So corner. Oh, that looks really good. Nice. Nice. Looking good. It is going very well. It's going fantastic. Caught up with an old coworker, and we're potentially looking at a new gig for me. Hey, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. Always nice to have forward momentum there. That's what coworkers are for, or former coworkers. It's definitely been an odd few months in the tech industry, that's for sure. It's a little bit of influence from the head, then lessen it. Trying to have this move up and down kind of uniformly. All right, that doesn't look terrible. Man, the head bends so much. Fascinating. Hmm. This is going to be a challenge. Let's try that again. Okay, it's not bending as much. Okay, now we can blend this segment back in so it moves evenly. Again, that's better. I probably won't do a full blink. It'll be something like this. Then we'll have the bottom lid come up. That. Then this one will like compress down. I don't know. It's going to be a challenge. I have to make sure that these blends are as even as possible. And there's always just some random stuff that's got some influence on it. This bone had some weighting. No. anew. We will remove any influence there. Okay, and then between the eyes, bones, blend it as best we can. Excuse me. All right. Looks a little bit more even. Okay. We're probably going to have to redo this multiple times. I don't want to, but I'm getting the feeling that this is going to be a challenge. Something tells me. Okay, what's next? Next is we can do the eyeball. Which we'll do the horn. Just combine it directly with the body. Eyeball we'll have to save for later because I can't use the same mirror modifier on it. Otherwise, it will break. The tail we can combine. The teeth and stuff we can combine. Teeth, done. Combine, combine. Blah, blah, blah. Eyebrows. This one. Before we combine, we will delete all vertex groups. Point it at the body. And then transfer. Vertex groups and combine. Now we should get very one-to-one movement. Oh, interesting. That's not at all what I expected. Why are there two? Because this is already combined. So delete all vertex groups again. And we'll have to do that one later. Okay. For the eyebrow, let's do some of this, a bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this and that. Doop, 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 doop. All right. Delete all groups. Point it at the, oh, it's on the wrong side. 0.6. Flip normals. Body, transfer, vertex groups. Now, it moves decently well. Probably still need to do a bunch of weighting there. Ugh. Stylized eyes are so odd. This should help a little. At least it centers the eyes. What a weird view. All right. But I do then have to adjust my rig. Excuse me. Just the corner reference. I'm going to move that there. Let's give that a shot. Match to rig. Please don't be broken. Not bad. Okay. Let's see how this behaves now. That's better. I just need to move the corner of the eye up when we blink. Or at least these two. Oh boy. Someone save me. This looks so messy. Let's take the eyelid again. Separate it. Hide it. Ah, okay. We have some interference. I mean, that looks really good. I like that. Is there anything else pulling on the face? I should double check the jawbone and the head. Jaw is fine. Head definitely has a little influence, but not enough. Not enough for it to be an issue. Blah, 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 blah. My favorite. Oh. I wonder if there are some options I could have. Lips roll, sticky, eyelid tweak control. Force updates of existing eyelid transform them. No. Nothing there. I might have some options in the rig tool settings. When I select the eye, I go to tool. I do this auto eyelid feature. I move my eye up. What does this do? Nothing. I like that. Just hoping to make that a straight line. That's about as straight as that can get. Corner. Can't go any further than that. It has to stop right there. Should be a way for me to more evenly make these two stretch. All right. Almost there. Let me move it right there. This one comes up into a blink. That should work. Especially if we have an eyelash. That should be as close as we can get. Yeah, for right now. So I'll take this one more time. Delete all groups. Point it, bam, and transfer. Hello, enjoying some eye rigging indeed. Hello, Snardom. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. How is your day going? Job hunt going well? This one's really far out. Far out, man. So let's. Interview went okay. I think I'll hear more in a couple of days. Well, good. I hope you hear back soon and with good news. Well, hmm. Just don't look quite right. Just don't look quite right. So working on the last goat now. Or also still working on the other one. This is the last. I did finish my other goat friendo. Um, came out pretty well. Came out pretty well. And this is where we're at with Vadio now. He's looking good. Sorry to yawn. We found a little Hawaiian pattern for him. He's got little green freckles. Still have more to do on the coloring because I have to set up the body in a special way in order to get the rest of the color working. But we're getting there. I have to do the rigging first. Gotta get the rigging done. So know what this, where is it? The tool view item. Where'd it go? I guess I can't do it. Yeah. What does auto eyelid do? Tell me. Doesn't seem to do anything. But this is gonna be a little tricky right here. Getting this to work proper. We'll have to basically probably spend another 30 minutes on this. The big eye problem, it is definitely a challenge. Its own little set of issues. Oh no, it's definitely it's odd. The eyes actually like intersect inside the skull, and I already adjusted the shape of the face a little bit just to make sure we could fit everything in. And I'm gonna reweight it again. Probably reweight it and smooth it. That helped. That helped. Okay, that's not bad. Especially if I'm not planning on having the eye go down that far. I just go right here and then bring the rest of the eye up. Like that. Don't want to push that influence down. Don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. Not bad. Bad. Almost there, I think. What? Okay. So why does it look like that? All right, so now I can take these ones in pose mode. We'll take them. Make sure symmetry's on. Hit G, hit R. Wait. All right. Then I can select this and I can say ARP, pose tools, add blink pose. Add blink pose. Blank. Blank. All right. That'll make it a lot easier to adjust. Now I can return it back to the same spot every time. Hi, I'll be right back. Sounds good, Josh. I'll be right here. Nice. In a video game? Interesting. Nice. Well, enjoy. Combine them again. Go on this one. Wait this one out. That's worse. Oh, man. So close, yet so far. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. Need to close that gap up. Excuse me. But we're getting closer. Nice. It's already floating. I think we just grab the boundary, just move that as far back as we can. Maybe not as far as we can, but further back, certainly. How about just this one segment here? Hello, Pixel. Welcome. Pixel Dream. Good afternoon. We're working on a sheep right now. Working on this guy. We're getting him rigged up. We have a little bit more work to do, texturing and rigging wise, but we're getting very close to finished. It's going really well. It's going really well. I'm tired, a little under caffeinated, but we're surviving. And now we're trying to get the character to blink nicely, which is challenging. I know that feeling. Great model, by the way. Well, thank you. Thank you. I think we'll leave that there for now. We'll focus on the clothing. So what we'll do for the clothing, because we really just need the torso. I don't need anything else to influence the clothing. I'm going to select the torso, select the arm, but not that much of the arm, like that much. Maybe a little bit more on the torso. Sorry, my fan is yelling at me. There's dirt in it, so it's kind of grinding. Anyway, that should work. So we'll take this segment, duplicate it, and separate it. And this duplicate is what we'll use to transfer the weights. Body. Can I see your topology, please? I'm working on game character, and I want to know how loopy it should be that Unreal, or how low poly it should be that Unreal or Unity can handle it. So your pixel, or your vertex count or triangle count. No, you're fine. um, those, it really depends on how much stuff you're going to have in your scene. So a really interesting example that might give you some insight is if you go to the performance ranking on VRChat, because they give some explanation for why they have thought about things, and just like a lot of the components here, especially if you're using Unity. So like right here is what they call like excellent, good, medium, and poor in terms of quality for a character. And this is for a PC, so keep that in mind. If you're using Quest or like a mobile game, then you'll probably want to push it down even further. And they go over that as well in their Android limits right here. But generally, for VRChat, you need a character under 70,000 triangles. And that's what I shoot for, under 70,000. I had to go for the medium rank here. Excuse me. Then they also have things like texture size, the amount of skinned meshes. But one of the things that they've talked about, how they came to this number, is how many characters they imagined people would have in one world. So anytime you join a world, you could have up to like 30 and I believe sometimes 80 people in a world. And so they like assume a certain amount of gigabytes of RAM, a certain amount of GPU, and then you kind of break it down from there. It's like, okay, if we're gonna have this many characters, then this many you can have this many triangles per person. uh, don't forget about the world itself. Exactly. And they also like allocate it an amount for the world. But all that's to say is it's very relative. Like if you're gonna have just one character in your game and the world, then you can really push your character budget or your polygon budget because um, you don't need to worry about having a bunch of characters. So really depends. Suffice to say, I think 70,000 is just a great like metric, right? It's like right in the middle of everything. So that's what I would recommend shooting for. Um, if that's what your question was. But that's some of the thought process behind it. Oh, excuse me. And this one I'll just rig to the neck, and then we'll have one bone, two bones for that. Those. And we can combine the clothes as well. Thank you for your tips. Really appreciate that. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely pretty much with anything in video games. There's always a lot of nuance. Like you could do it this way, you could do it that way. um, so yeah, I think if you are making a game, really your only concern for what you can or cannot include is just an understanding of what performance you're trying to get. Like how much FPS should my game have? Um, oh, and then you can look at your breakdown of performance, be like, oh, okay, my meshes take up too much, or my shaders take up too much. Um, Sorry to yawn. All right. And we can go ahead and combine the bell and or combine this with the clothing. And then on our rig, we're going to do a new layer so I can start adding some custom bones. So I have one bone for the main bell. We'll call this cc underscore bell. Duplicate that, shrink it. And this will be is the bell. I don't know what this is called. We'll just call it bell one, but parent here. And then from parent the bell to the armature, or child it to the armature. Bam, bam. Select this one. Assign. set this one and assign. There we go. Turn back on this. I don't think this should be parented to the neck. It's probably be parented to the chest instead. I keep saying parented, but I mean to say childed. The inner part would be the clap, technically. That's funny. The clapper. I didn't know that it's named the clapper. Uh-huh. All right, parent that there. Bam. Child that to the root. Symmetrize the bones. Select the body. Time to weight paint the butt. Actually, hide the tail. Also, just to make clear, I wasn't talking about the inner bell part, not the general area you're working on now. I had a really good sheep joke yesterday, but I can't remember what it was. But something along those lines. That's too much. All right, that should work. Thigh, butt, bell, Anything else? I don't think so. Okay, I think we can start exporting stuff into Unity again and start seeing how they are behaving. This one can be combined, actually. Here, perfect. This one can be combined. This one cannot. This one can. So the nose and the bell. Oh yeah, the hair. So for the hair, go ahead and combine everything and parent it to the armature and to the bones in just a second. Let's parent it one more time with empty groups. All right. Now the nose, I don't know why I have it as one object. I could just do this. Yeah, that's fine. Won't work any different. Let's go ahead and make a copy and we'll say pre-merge. Save. And then take the body, apply the mirror. Now we'll take the hair, combine it. My clothing, we will also apply the mirror, then take the bell and combine it with the clothing. And we can get rid of the displace. No shape keys, no shape keys. Get rid of these collections. Now we just have these, which we can put into the Vadio collection. And there we go. From all those different objects down to just 2. I guess 3 if you count the rig. Now we're going to export this. And the eyes look a lot better too. Look how the eyes came out. Those look good. All right. Now, one final little trick. I'm going to take the mouth here. We're going to close it. Like that. Select the mesh. Select the rig. Duplicate this and apply the first one. Then hide that. Actually, I think I need to get rid of it. Go to the rig, apply pose as rest pose. did that last time. Let's say clean scene. View layer does not came. We hold body dupe. There is no dupe object. View layer dupe body. Whatever. Just do that. Yeah, that's fine. It'll still work pretty much the same. You just edit the reference bounds instead. And match to rig. And then reparent this. Armature deform. Blah, blah, blah. It's fun being able to pose it. Okay. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's get the other side of the clothing enabled. Now there's a few differences that we can see here. If I go to the reference, the eyebrows are different colors. The eyes are different color. We have these larger sections of color on the body. We already added the blush. I think we'll want a shadow around the eye interior as well. The darker shade in the ear as well. Little stripes on the horn. Like to see the mouth interior as well. Jawbone. Nice, that looks great. Okay. Let's look at the eyes first. Just want to review some of the masking options I have. Okay, I can use vertex colors for RGBA color masking. That's good to know. It'd probably be better to just use a mask though. All right, let's do the eyes. First things first, let's go open Painter. We want to make one other color of the eye. It's got a purple eye. And I like how this eye came out. So instead of editing the result, I'll just duplicate it and sample the appropriate colors. Like that. Then I could do File, Export Textures, and we'll make one more folder, which we'll call eye. Select, export. All right, just as a quick test, we can take the eye, drop in the purple, and it looks great. Nice, very cool. But we want to be able to, we want to be able to use both of them. And in order to do that, we need a second UV map. That's interesting. Challenging, actually. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to create a color. And we'll call this BW mask, black and white mask. Be black. Go into vertex paint, select this eye, and no, this eye. Paint mask and set vertex colors. On wrong save. Then on the eye, use the RGBA color masking, use vertex colors. And in this one, drop the well. Nice. That actually worked pretty well. I wasn't sure how well that worked, but the vertex colors actually make it a lot simpler. I just need to do that for the body. Also, we select both of these and set them to 1024. So there's no reason for them to be super detailed. I like that option. Me too. Me too. It's convenient. Poyomi for the win. Again. Satisfying. But I also have no. It also makes me wonder what's the most efficient way, as I would have no clue how heavy each of those options should be. I know, right? It's like I would assume vertex colors are simpler, but who knows? Good day, Sam. Same to you, Zoom. It's probably good evening to you. Hello, hello, welcome. Has your week been zooming by? We're working on a goat at the moment. I wish last few weeks had been a toughie. I'm pretty good at that. With the, I'm sure it's lamb, sheep, lamb, lamb, sheep. Thought it was a goat at first, but I was definitely wrong there. I'll probably have to make a new set of eyes or eye bones. Nice and thematic with Cult of Lamb releasing their update today. Oh, okay. Heck yeah. I haven't played that yet. It looked good, but I have yet to play it. Kaliob Speaka, welcome back. Hello to you, broski. Hello, hello. We're putting some additional touches on the lamb here. Getting very close to finished. It's going to bring in everything into Unity. So add a paint, and we'll just paint in this here. Then I'll hit it with a filter. Blur. Blur. Maybe a bevel instead. Didn't really come out as nicely as I'd hoped. Keeps picking up the edge there. Let's set this to linear dodge. Yeah, that's better. And then hit it with the blur again. Hmm. Still not as nice as I'd like. Here's what we'll do. We will delete this, bring in the bevel shadow template right there, here, here. It looks like a nightmare, but we'll make it a lot easier to work on ourselves or on this character. Hit it with subtract, bevel, turn down the distance, turn up that smooth, uniform. Levels. Like that. And then on top of this, we had a paint, set it to multiply. There we go. And that's how you do it when you're lazy. It didn't even go that far out. We could do a little bit more on that. Take that bevel, change that distance. That is quite a bit farther than I was expecting. Let's just see what it looks like. Because if it's all under the lash, we'll just go with that. For the most part. Ugh. We just gotta paint it. I prefer not to paint. Let's not waste that work we just did. Just turn it off. Duplicate. All right. Then filter blur. Still just looks a lot softer right here, and that bugs me a little. It just bugs me. All right, that is better. Nice. Probably paint it a little bit more. I mean, I literally see where it's supposed to be, and it just doesn't want to go there. All right, one more time. Save. Export. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Much better. Now the eyes really pop. Okay, so what we want to see now is for the body, can we use vertex colors for other things? Like if I go to the decal, and I turn this on, are any of these vertex colors? No, use that there. But RGBA color masking, we use it for the color masking, but not the color. Bummer. Or no, here, vertex colors. paint or a stain. Okay. Awesome. That's perfect. And then we can go back here. Vertex paint. It's only the body, so I will make sure we only select body material, invert, and hide everything else. And then we can set all these to white. And then we can go select our other colors. Let's actually bring in the reference image right here. All right, and we're basically just going to try to copy that. Like, what am I doing? Select the body, invert, and hide. We don't want anything else affected. This should be full strength. It's even got a nice little smooth. Awesome. I'd already paint the tail, so I don't think I need to hit it again here. Just for this. You need to move it up higher. All right, one more. The arm. Oh, and then a little bit on the chest as well. This time we'll turn down the strength on this. Go ahead, hit that with the little green. And then a little pink up here. All right, let's see what that does. Hello, Vetri, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. We're working on a little lamb. That came out very well. A noise. Awesome. Okay. Let's do a little bit more work on the horns. Oh, wait, the eyes are messed up. The same, yeah, it's the same one. I guess somehow I was affecting the other colors. Um, Interesting. But now that looks really good. Yay. All right, let's finish up the horn. A little bit more detail on the ear. And I think we're good to go. And then we want to start messing around with the fizz bones and stuff. So for the horn, here, in the reference image, we have these little like stripes here. I'd like to create just like a little indent. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll take template flat, put it here, and call this horn groove. We'll create, copy one of these gradients, paste it here. Something like that. And this is why I straighten out the edges, because I know that it will match on the sides. I don't have to think about it. It just works. Just works. 1, 2, 3. Then we will create another fill. Actually, I'll use one of these. And on this one, we'll use alpha shape. Like this. Turn up the hardness a bit and set it to inverse subtract. How about just subtract? No. Multiply. Maybe instead of that, we'll take a paint, set the paint to multiply. That. And then we'll just paint it out. Paint it back in, I should say. Then all I want to do, turn down the roughness on it, make it a little darker, give it a little bit of height, push it in, a little bit further, then a filter, blur. I like that. Make it a little bit thinner. And push in the height just a little less. Push in. I will give it just a teensy amount of ambient occlusion. Okay, now for the ear. for our ear. In here, drop a template. We'll call this ear shadow. We'll copy. They have one planar shadow on the mouth. No, teeth. So we'll copy that, paste it here. Nice. Save again. Export again. Not that. All right, this helps give so much more form to the character. Nice, looking super good. Let's select the body and clothing. We're going to go scroll down to the special effects, turn UV tile discard, hit these all with the renamed. Very satisfying. Now let's do some fizzy bones. Fizzy bones. Add an empty fizz bones. Duplicate it. Put it there. PB ear L ear R butt L butt. Thigh R and thigh L. Let's keep the order. And let's do one at the very top for the tail. And we'll probably do one more for our hair once we get around to it. Oh, the bell. The bell as well. All right, select all these. Add in our fizz bone. Fizz bone. Give them all a little bit of an endpoint. Okay. Tail. Bell. Ear. All right. We'll adjust them one at a time. So we'll start with the tail. Just go down the list in order. The tail actually looks really good. Those default settings. Nice. Be a little too dark in the butt crack. Too odd. Before we continue, let's go to clothing again. And turn it off. Okay. What about, we'll have to adjust that. Shouldn't look like there's an indent of any sort. But the tail looks really good. We can go to the next thing, which would be the ears. Just a little bit floppier. So I'll turn up the spring. A little bit bouncier. That, just a little bit of gravity. Maybe just slightly immobile. Yeah, I like that. Okay, copy component. Paste component values. Make sure this one's back to ear R. A few other things to change for them. Need some collabs. And then do one like this. Perfect. Limits. We will do an angle limit of 180 is the whole. So I really want 90. Just shouldn't bend past. 120 is fine. Shouldn't bend into the head. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Butt and thigh. They definitely move too much. So we'll take all of them, move up the pole, move up the spring, and the immobile. All right, that makes them feel a lot firmer. Probably need a little bit more influence on the thigh. Oh, that looks pretty good. I think just a little bit more spring than pull. But important stuff. All right, I think we'll take those settings. I'll just copy it. And for the thighs, we'll simply just turn down the amount of immobile. Okay, For the thighs, I do not want them to be able to be grabbed or posed, have collisions. But I will give it an angle limit of 90. Hello, Kai. Welcome. How you doing? And for the butt, grab, posed. We'll leave it there. Not doing much right now. I suppose you're just trying to survive the cold. Warm today, cold spells should be done now. Well, that's good to hear. Still pretty chilly here in Texas. Probably not as cold as Canada. 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 We're working on a goat right now. Or goat, sheep. Goodness. My brain's stuck on that. That'll work. All right. One more. We want to test the bell. Turn on the clothing. So I wanted to edit clothes on June. Do I have to unpack her in Blender to adjust that stuff? Just don't like touching your fair. The June or Jen? Yeah, you would definitely have to go into Blender in order to make edits to the clothing. Yeah. Might be ways around that in the future, but I'd have to look into some of the like VRC Fury does allow you to merge skin mesh renderers on Play. So that would be a nice way to optimize. She has an export button on the rig stuff. You should be able to export. Did you get Auto Rig Pro? Well, definitely back up your work. Definitely export everything you have into a Unity package before doing anything. So you got a nice backup point. Campfire, Dark Souls campfire. And if you have Auto Rig Pro, then yes, you will be able to export fully. In fact, the settings are probably saved. You just need to adjust which file they're saving to. I'm off to the dream dimension. Sounds good, Zoom. Get some good rest. Wishing you well with your tough week. Definitely come by and chillax sometime soon. But hope you have a good one. Stay warm. Stay warm. Sounds nice. I might do the same, I think. Enjoy your rest as well, Snardom. Thank you for coming by. Thank you both for coming by. Definitely chillax soon. I should take my own advice and take it a little easier sometime. I'm going to stand up. Huh. This is still mirrored perfectly. Why would that be? Interesting. Okay. Let's take this, separate it. When I meshed it earlier, I must have gotten rid of the mirror modifier I like. Put this here. We want to do mirror UV 0, and it should be, yeah, okay. That's what we want. Then apply and combine it. Just to make safe work version is why I was asking question, because well, I know I have some fancy UV stuff for shaders on it instead of separate outfits. Gotcha. Not so much if for the for giraffe, the DPS items are a prefab nested inside the character. This is regarding giraffe, right, Jen? Jen the giraffe. Um, or am I thinking of the robot? Okay, so it's giraffe. Yeah, so it should be there should already be a safe for work prefab. Ah, gotcha. Booba. um, yeah, that should be a pretty straightforward operation. I think you can delete the nipplays. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, the depending on someone's settings, blend shape might work best. Let's update our shaders on the character. It looks a little. Oh, it's the transmission. Gotcha. Excuse me. Remember, every August there's 3D animation competition, so should do it this year. Okay, yeah. Is that the where they do all the animations and stuff? The it's like one of the corridor digital guys, or it used to be at least. I'll definitely have to. I'd love to have my work in there. It'd be kind of sad. That'd be very satisfying. Gosh, sorry to be yawning, everyone. Definitely a little tired today. Been a long week already. It's only Tuesday. The longest week. All right, let's take this. Get that Red Bull injection. I'm thinking about it. Ooh, that actually sounds amazing. I'm thinking about it. Alrighty, we've got all the colors sorted. Sort of. We're still missing the vertex colors body. How do I blend it? So I go to shading, body. I also have a color attribute that I can add. Color attribute. And I want to be able to mix color with our attribute here. And we can see it's mixing a little bit, but of course, I'm kind of having to decide between the two. Is there a way to mix it better? Because I'd love to have the full look of the character. I did make a mask before. Let's just use that one. Let's try that. Should have deleted the color attribute. Interesting. It's probably a little bit incorrect, but it'll do. It will do. All right, let's make a backup copy. And we'll call this one pre-face or pre-UV discards. Say it. Then create a second UV map. Clothing. We'll do just the tank top first. And I just want to move the tank top above the fluff here. Floof. One down. And hide that. Bring this one back. Take the Hawaiian shirt. I just want to make sure symmetry doesn't break everything here. Because it can. And does. Okay. Much better. Now for our clothing, the UV mapping is very simple. So we'll start with our collar and belt. Switch this to 4. Turn off live unwrap. GY3. Boom. Then LAGY2. Then LAGY1. I don't even have to do that one, but I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't color the eyebrows. I'll have to do that as well. I didn't color the eyebrows. All right. Clothing done. Focus on the body. Vertex paint really quick. It's such an interesting look we've got going here. So pink for this one, and then green for the It's got to get the dance out. Save that. What's next? I think we could probably delete the inside of some of these fingers because I wish I had done these a little bit differently. You need to make sure that when they close, they don't clip through. What else was I doing? I can't remember. I think for the clothing, we go to weight paint and we can say smooth, deform post bones. That will probably get us 90% of the way there with the weights we need. That don't look right. That don't look right at all. Much better. Oh. Glad I noticed that now. Is the tail black in Unity? It's not. But it's... Oh. Oh, I see. I know what's going on. It's because in the shading, I have the mask selected. Really, this one selected. Whatever. Anything else? All right, I think we're just going to start making animations now. We already made... Oh, our clip shapes. That's right. That's what we're doing. Back to UV editing. We do want to turn off the segment between... Well, first, let's just get rid of the tail. That one can be its own toggle. Put it there. Add it. From here to... It's all the way up here. Might be easier to select like this. Just trying to make sure everything matches up as best as possible, best I can. My limited faculties. All right. So we'll move this up 2, I guess. Select the arms. Nice. Okay. I think that's good. We're about to find out. Export. Exporting. Now we can take, we should be able to test without locking in the material. But I do want to take the clothing and the body, set it to UV1. Now we can see that the toggles are already working pretty well. For the body, so we can turn the sleeves off, or that. Right. And I can also turn this section off when the tank top's on. Getting rid of too much of the butt. So I can select everything, go over here. Let's say from like the top of the butt over. Through the belly. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got another hour worth of work and then we'll be stopping for today. All right, well, that should assist. We don't need to get too fancy with clip shapes on this character. But some fanciness required. Could be missing some of the tufts, the smaller tufts as well. No, I selected them manually. You selected them manually. All right. Okay, so section of the torso we have selected. I will move down. No, I should have just moved it over. We'll still want to be able to turn it off. Whoa, video game! What's up, DPS? Hello. Yeah, still want to be able to turn that section off. What are you up to Tuesday? This fine Tuesday. We're working on our character here. Oh, well, should have expected that. Kind of debating on whether I even need to turn it off. Oh well. We'll assume we do for now. Working on some character reference for this character. I want to make it be exciting. Oh, dang it, I forgot to close again. What's your character? It's good. Oh, we're still missing a big chunk of the peck. I think this is enough to start with. I'm gonna sit down. He's a mutant prisoner. I honestly don't think there's a real way to sum him up, but he dies pretty quickly in my series, and I like the way his design has been coming along, so I decided to make him. Nice. Working on a comic, I like that. Where you say series, is this I assume a comic? Ooh. All right, time to make some animations. Still thinking that all out, to be honest. For now, it's just written. If I can, I want to make a 3D comic or manga, whatever. That would be IDK, obviously. Well, heck yeah. That is exciting. Stories are good. Yeah, IDK, if I've ever seen anything under those formats be done with 3D objects or models, definitely a wild thought. There was some very interesting stuff on the used to be on just the MetaQuest shop. It's like a quill theater or whatever their drawing tool was, Quest drawing tool. But they had some like fully VR comics and animations. Um, they're pretty fascinating. Definitely worth a check out if you haven't seen them. Yeah, you should. It was they're fascinating. Um, Not many things I've seen that really fully take advantage of VR. Even video games, like video games are the take advantage of VR more than a lot of things, but usually you still feel like you're playing you know, something that's been translated from the desktop to a VR. Blade and Sorcery is a, you know, even Blade and Sorcery is kind of that in a way. Enemies still fight you like any other game. Sorry, sorry to yawn. I think this is gonna flip my eyes upside down. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to make a separate set of eyes. Yeah, it did. That's okay. All right. We got some basic stuff set up on the avatar descriptor. Let's fix our eyes and we'll go from there. So in here, All right, move them now. And now we want to set them up so that they still work with our rig. So we'll give them an object constraint. Rig by not quite what I want. About track 2 I offset. What's this? I target. There we go. Track 2 rig, audio rig, target, I target, L. Let's turn on display axes. I want it to do X and up is Y. Oh, sorry, Z, then up is Y. Okay, that should work. Amazing. Okay, but now we've set up our eyes correctly. We can turn off display axes. And we can export here. It is annoying that I have to do that, but overall it's a pretty simple fix. Balls. What's separate? Body 1. There we go. Now, IL and by R. Perfect. Much simpler. Almost there. Getting pretty close to finished already. Probably won't finish him till tomorrow, but it's going pretty quick. I could really push it and try to finish him tonight if I wanted to, but it'd probably be around 10 that I'm done. All right, let's do the last bit of rigging for the hair. You know what? I'm actually going to put that on its own layer. Just because it's always a lot. So this will be CC hair parent. And now nothing in this setup is symmetrical. So let's duplicate this. Want CC hair. Parent it to this guy, who in turn is parented to this guy. And that's it. Then we'll start with the big bubbly shapes. I'm trying to shift tab to volume. That should be a good way to speed this up. Duplicate again. All right, there we go. Hello, Lunar. Welcome. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. And welcome back. Right now, we are working on our sheep boy. Working on his hair done. This is what he looks like so far. We're getting pretty close to finished. Pretty darn close. Fighting COVID thanks to my sister. Classic sibling move. Get your other sibling sick. And you just got to fart on her pillow in return. It's the only thing you can do. Clearly. Only move available to you. Retaliate with pink eye. My son has it too, and he's already past the worst part. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that recovery is on the horizon. I'm definitely feeling like I'm about to get sick. I don't know. Like yesterday, I was like, sick. No, I just feel like I'm waiting for it to happen fully. You know, it's the time of year. It's the time of year. Bam. Can you make booty? Hello, cats and photo. Done. There we go. Double cheeked up on a Sunday. We're working on this boy right here. Be done with him soon. But booty made. Pretty much the main thing I make. Booty. Nice work, but unfortunately, I'm not into furries. Definitely, unfortunately for you. I'm struggling because I've been wanting to edit because I made a new VRC account doing the New Year, New Me thing. Nice. And it's easier than trying to purge the random friends I don't talk to anymore on there. And so now I have to re edit all my Abbeys for it. Yeah, VRC is definitely one of those places like fast and furious with the friendships. You can just be in a one place for a night, interact with people that entire night, never see them again. The trouble is, I am very much a visual person, so it's like it. I do think that VRChat does make it a little bit difficult to kind of remember, because like when I think of someone, I usually remember what they looked like, but you may never know what that person will look like in the future because they have like 8 avatars or whatever. I'm excited to see your avatars. I'm going to take forever because I want to try a new look for the Abbeys, but IDK what style to go with. Like colors, audio links, stuff like that. I just treat it like a experiment. Like a, I got to do one thing, see how it feels, then try another thing later. No, don't feel locked in. Just kind of more of your like a prototype avatar. Make it with the intention of changing it later. There we go. Hair done. Recombine. I did find a new body base that actually fits me proportion wise. Pre-made Abby, and I can edit easily, like adding tattoos and makeup and such. It's the Lunar Reef body. Lunar Reef. Sorry, huh? I probably should have been a little more careful about that. Um, okay, very cool. Interesting to see it made. So there's no head. Interesting. Huh. Volume bones. What does a volume bone mean? Volume bone. That gave me weird search results. Oh. They sold that 132. Well, they have 132 ratings on that base. Usually it's like a 10-to-1 ratio. So 1,302. Probably made like $10,000 off that base avatar. I love that they also have a free version of it. That's good. Good to give people at least an understanding of what they're purchasing. Nothing's worse than getting it and like, oh, this doesn't work at all. This is not what I imagined. Let's see how this comes out. There's one I got called the short stack base. Don't show on stream, you get in trouble. It also has a lot of blend shapes to easily modify it, and it's also free. Interesting. Okay, heck yeah. Yeah, someone was on stream asking for like free characters. Next time I'll have to let them know. They should just look for base VRChat avatars. So made a dancer outfit for it, like 20 USD, and they have a bit of them dancing in it, so you can see how it looks in games, which I love. The dancing? I need a few more bones for these smaller tufts in the back. And I think we'll be good. I like seeing body-based stock, as I can call it. I call it so I can see how it looks actually in game. How long have you been playing VRChat? Like seeing the physics. Let's switch this to project. Oh, never mind. Yeah, sometimes how the body moves is very different than you imagine. Even when I'm making them, it's like sometimes the hardest thing to know is like, how is this mesh actually going to bend this skeleton? Nice short stack. The boobs don't look like the inflatable arm tube man. Do you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? It was a great dance battle between one of the characters and an inflatable tube man. It's hilarious. The official garlic bread man. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Came to remind you that you're amazing, loved, and an awesome person. Thank you. Always take care of yourself. Make sure to always know that no matter what, you may never be perfect. We always be better. Always aim to higher heights. Aim to be better than who you were yesterday. Well, thank you, official garlic bread man. Thank you for the kind words and kind sentiment. And have a good day. Thank you for coming by. Hope you're having a good one. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. Oh, bye bye. Bye, garlic bread man. Funny. All right, there we go. Should be good here. Select everything, get that exported. All right, I got another 15 minutes of streaming, and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm already feeling pretty tired, so probably a good point to end it then. Um, we're so close to finished. So close. Nice. Hair looks good. And all of it's moving now. Feels a lot more natural. Noise. DPS. Oh, yeah, dude. I hope you had a great stream so far. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It has been good. It has been good. I stayed up really late last night working, though. I was up till like 10 or so, finishing the Kamari, the goat man from the last week or yesterday. But he's done now. Done. It's good. All right, let's start making some animations. So mad though, because I have an Avi that PC and Quest. For some reason, the Quest one is 11.7 instead of the 10. IDKY. 11.7? I'm not sure what that would mean. Just like the version of Quest? IDK, if I did something and made it bigger, but apparently I'm the only one having the issue. Interesting. Okay, so you mean like megabytes. Um, um, if you had your, what I would recommend is making a brand new Unity project for just uploading to Quest, and then bring the Quest Unity package in. Um, because if you sometimes, I think if you convert or you bring it into the PC version and then convert that package, your textures might be compressed differently. Did like 4 times in VCC, then just the Quest Abbey. Interesting. Hidden, hidden data. Sort of something's hidden in there. So we got the blend tree. We want one for the collar, patio collar. We'll want one for the tail. We want one for the shirt or tank top, and one for the shirt. That's pretty much it. So those ones there. 2, 3, and 4. So collar, shirt, tail, tank top. IDK, I'm too sick to figure it out, so I'm just going to tinker on a couple Avies that I got that was free on Gumroad for me and my boyfriend. Good call. Good call. Sometimes it's more important to just make sure you're doing something that's not frustrating. Oh. Well, it's already on. Okay, now we need some animation clips. So we'll make a folder for the toggles. Audio, collar, off. Shirt, off. Pull, off. collar, shirt, tail, and tank top. There we go. Now we can access those. Let's take our materials and lock them in. Now, I'm also gonna make a prefab of this. I'll be letting the BF use my PC while I mess my tablet, but got you tabbed up. Sounds good, Lunar. I'll only be on for about another 10 minutes, but thank you for coming by. Thank you for chatting. And I definitely hope you and your son feel better. Get COVID out of here. Get that out of here. I accidentally wrote collar off. I did. It says collar in all of these. Fine. Loading. That should be this one. Okay. So we got the tank top, tail, collars, and the one we're missing. And actually, I haven't seen it because I dragged out the other one before. Cord. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I would not know how to pronounce the writing there, but welcome. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. We're working on this character here. This is a commission for a client of mine, and we're getting very close to being finished with him. Are you learning Blender or interested in Blender? That's mainly what I do here, work in Blender or Unity. Unity, Substance Painter, those are my main programs. But mostly just make characters. Excuse me. All right, see how this works. I'm gonna hit play. We should have some ability to control the character now. Also need to remove the jaw from the grip there. We didn't make any parameters. So back here, float, video slash collar, shirt, tank top, and tail. All right. Then we can go to the blend trees, video collar, video shirt, video tail, and video tank top. Save. All right, that should be good. Let's hit play. And select them. Now we can turn on the tank top. Try to. Did I assign the on versions? I did not. Tank top on. Tail. On. Shirt. On. Collar. On. All right. Now we can see. Okay. Select tank top. Boom. Tail. Boom. Perfect. Shirt. Boom. Collar. Bam. All right. That looks really good. For the tail and collar, we also need them to turn off the corresponding fizz bones. And then we're also going to go into our rig, go to the head, remove the jaw. Yeah, let's change those animations. So click the collar off. We'll just want to turn off this fizz bone here. Obviously for collar on, turn it back on. Then for the tail off, bam, copy, and tail on, paste, turn it on. All right, perfect. Then when the shirt, one thing I missed for the shirt is when the shirt's on, we do need to turn off certain portions of the body. Very hard to see in here. But we'll go to the body. And which one is it? It's this one. Can't be the one, so it's these two. Yeah. Bam. Bam. No, it's just the first one. It's just this one. The other two are for the... Oh, wait. This is the shirt. Shirt is a Hawaiian shirt, so yes, it would turn that off. For the tank top, it doesn't turn them off. Got to keep that in mind. Okay. So now, tank toppy on cord. We want this one off. That's my goodness. Excuse me. All right, play that. We're just going to work this problem out, and then I will end the stream for now. Okay, that's correct. We don't really need to turn off that much of the arm. For the tank top. Perfect. And then when the shirt's on, we also need it to turn off this section of the tank top. So, shirt on, cord for the tank top must turn off this section. Yes. Month clothing. It's this one. That leaves the front section on. Nice. Still have this chunk of the body enabled. That would be this here. Should be off. Take that back. That may not be necessary. It's a little hard. All these things kind of overlap, and some of them you want on at certain times. It's also contextual. Tank top on. Perfect. We got the clip shape. Tail on. Awesome. Shirt. Bam. Then the tank top as well. And collar. Nice. All right. Super charming. What next? No, that's it. We're going to call it there. I'm like instinctually going to keep working, but I really need to take a break because I can feel myself burning out. Oh, wrong camera. All right, everyone. Thank you, everyone who has been hanging out with me today. Been kind of a slow day, at least physically. Just feeling a little burnt out, so I'm going to end it here. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Hope everyone's having an amazing Tuesday, amazing week so far. I'm going to get my workout in today, come back tomorrow well rested and energized. And I hope you all do the same as well. Certainly, if you are new here, definitely hit that follow or subscribe. I stream every weekday doing the same kind of stuff, trying to polish my craft, get good, and make my clients happy. So yeah, please let me know if you have any questions. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you all very soon. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.